Hello community, welcome back to another Barcelona match review. Barcelona drew against Manchester City 3-3. What an entertaining match. This was a really fun match as expected from the Pep Guardiola and Xavi side. You would really expect this match to go amazing as everyone is expecting it to go. It was really entertaining, fun to watch. And honestly, as a charity match, this was really exciting to watch considering that I know definitely people had hopes to, look at if Barcelona are up to that level of, up to challenging like Manchester City. Again, I want to say that probably this is not the best way to conclude that. This is just a charity. We did not see the best teams come out from the first half itself. That pressure that comes from the first half, it wasn't really there from Manchester City side because, they didn't have their ace players over there. But still, it was still fun. And of course, we're going to be analyzing it first half, second half, player analysis as well. So without further ado, let's get into it. And actually, before I start off this video, I want to give huge shout outs to Juan Carlos Unzue, who's unfortunately going through the ALS injury, and it's actually a disease as well. It's actually more of a disease, and this charity was actually hosted for the ALS people, the people who are suffering from that. So huge shout outs. And the fact that Camp Nou was filled with almost 91,000 fans, it was so good to see and really heartwarming to see for such a legend to get such amazing respect. So let's start off with the starting 11. Of course, Inaki Peña started off in the starting 11. Expected, since it's a charity match, give more chances to, the youngsters. Of course, Jordi Alba was on the left back. Right back, Sergio Roberto. Our centre back duo was Pk and Koundé. Our midfield three, Busquets, De Jong, Kessie. Up top, Aubameyang, Rafinha on the right, and Fran Torres on the left. And as the match started, we had a couple of chances coming up in the first half. There was a couple of highlights that I'll talk about first. So there was like a highlight around the second minute where Jules Koundé gave a very nice pass to Roberto, and Roberto at the right hand side gave a cross. Aubameyang almost got the header in, but unfortunately keeper saved it. There was another very good chance where Roberto gave the ball to Kessie. Kessie was running and went through the defense, shot inside the box, but unfortunately hit the woodwork. Then there was another one where around the 6th minute where there was a very nice regain position that Kessie got inside the box, which unfortunately no chance could have happened. But it was really good pressure coming up from Barcelona in first half, and this around the 7th minute, like just minutes later on, Busquets gave a very nice pass to Alba. It was like crowded with people, but he still managed to get a pass. Alba crossed, but unfortunately it got cleared as well. So yeah, there was a couple of chances as in the first 10 minutes itself. Barcelona were looking strong as well as Manchester City. But for most of the time, for the first 10 minutes, like I mentioned in these highlights, Barcelona had a lot of chances. And in this game as well, Xavi went with his traditional style, of course, the midfield centric. But in fact, in this match, there was a little bit difference, because the thing was, in this match, the midfield of Barcelona, they weren't really that dominating as it should be. So in fact, one of the players that were really instrumental in this half was actually Gerard Pk. Gerard Pk, with his ball distribution, once again did very well. And of course, we'll be talking about more about him as we talk about player analysis, as we're going to do that. But Gerard Pk, with his ball distribution, was really influential to change the flanks. Sometimes pass the ball to Roberto, who would then progress it towards Rafinha, sometimes to the left, where Jordi Alba would then give it to Fran Torres. So it was really interesting style, and actually it worked very well, where Gerard Pk had a very good influence in this. Of course, Sergio Busquets as well was once again doing his role, changing the tempo, increasing the tempo, decreasing it as the game is increasing a lot, just to slow down the things, have patience with the ball. So De Jong, Kessie, these guys, of course, were important. They were very involved in terms of trying to progress the ball, get the chances in there and stuff. So it was a midfield-centric style with, of course, trying to link up with Ferran Torres and Rafinha, except Ferran Torres in this game as well was more of an inverted person than width. I mean, he was, of course, there. Actually, in this match, he was more on the width, which is actually good choice from Xavi, because last match, as Ferran Torres came on inverted, as an inverted player, the left back who was supporting him, of course, Alejandro Balde, was not able to shine up that much, as I spoke about in my last review. But in this match, he was there in the width, providing some defensive help for Jordi Alba. So that's why Jordi Alba at times, as you know, was able to go up. Of course, he wasn't able to go that up, but of course, he did get his chances towards the attack. But in first half, we did get some scares as well, like around the 26th minute where Kunde mispassed and Palmer actually got the ball, but inside the box, he hit it over the top. Then around the 28th minute was where Barcelona opened the score. Rafinha had a free kick, gave the free kick. It was cleared by Palmer and it fell down right over Aubameyang. And to be honest, Ortega should have done much better. I think that was an angle which Ortega should have locked it up. But what a strike from Aubameyang. Opening the score for Barcelona and for the matches, of course, it made it 1-0. It was really good to see. Aubameyang, as there's rumors coming out about his departure and stuff. It's really tough to answer about this right now. Aubameyang is an influential striker, really amazing striker. Of course, we can talk about more about that later. But yeah, a really good strike from Aubameyang to open the score for Barcelona. Then there was a very a scare again for Barcelona where around the 31st minute, De Jong had mispassed. And of course, Inaki Peña had to come up and do the job, did a very big save over there. Then around the 36th minute was where it was a very close chance, another one in which Busquets and De Jong actually gave good pressure to one of the players of Manchester City, I don't remember. But then Busquets passed to Aubameyang, then Aubameyang saw the run from Rafinha. Rafinha shot, but unfortunately Kyle Walker he blocked the shot as Ruben Dias helped him out. So in this match, really, for the first half especially, there was good pressure from Barcelona as well as Manchester City. The way Barcelona were trying to lock down the players, like as we'll talk about more in the player analysis, it was really good. And Manchester City at the same time as well were really pressing us up and doing really well. So of course, let's talk about the player analysis in which we can analyze more about this. Let's start off with Inaki Peña. Inaki Peña in first half, I think that big save that he did when De Jong misplaced the pass, I think that was very good. But I think his ball distribution has to improve a lot. I think he's still young, of course, he still is young. He can definitely get a lot better. But his ball distribution definitely has to get better. But as a goalkeeper, as a person whom you want to count to make those saves, he's up for the job. But at crucial times when, you have seen many times where you need that ball distribution skills from a goalkeeper. So I don't think so we can really count that on Inaki Peña at the moment. But he can, of course, develop. So that's there. Jordi Alba, I think he had a good game. I think fair game. Like attacking wise, not that best. I think a lot of his crosses got blocked and stuff. He was really going for most of the crosses. So it's just typical Jordi Alba stuff. So it was okay. Defensively wise, I think he was good. Not that bad. There was a lot of attacks coming from his side. Mahrez was really having a fight against Jordi Alba on that side. There was really much of the balls getting feeded to Mahrez, and then he was trying to do his thing. So yeah, I think Jordi Alba was all right. It was an okay game from him. Nothing really good, nothing really bad. Sergio Roberto, my goodness, what a player this guy shown today. I'm so surprised by the way Sergio Roberto played. Now, there's of course a benefit of a doubt that people had when Phil Foden actually was able to outpace Roberto. Yes, that's true. In pace problems, there's still pace problems for Roberto. But I feel like he was so good today. And one of the reasons why he's so good today was because he was able to use those spaces very well. The way how he was occupying himself in this space, the way how he was, hungry for the ball, the way how he was trying to progress the ball, trying to influence the move really nice. And he had some good crosses as well, like in first half as well. Itself, like there was a very good chance, like I told, like he gave to Aubameyang. He was really good today. And throughout the game as well, second half as well he played. We'll be talking about that. But yeah, Roberto was really good first half. He was really good. And there was no much attacks as well from his side. It was like Phil Foden was getting his chances, but he wasn't any danger, as I would like to say. Like there wasn't much danger from him because most of the attacks were coming from Jordi Alba's side. So Roberto was absolutely brilliant today. What a player he is, man. But again, I don't think so we could still count him as our starting right back because, against pace players, he's probably going to get destroyed, unfortunately. But as, as like that midfielder, or as that player who can occupy those spaces well, Roberto's really fantastic for that job. So fair play to Roberto for today's game. Now, of course, Jules Koundé comes up the next, and Jules Koundé, not the best game, not the game that you would most likely see, especially like in the first half. He had 2 scares over there, but it's okay. But it's just I don't really I really don't know what to say, because I really like the potential of Koundé, but the thing is the way how the match was going on and the way how Koundé was playing, it was a bit unfortunate. But he will eventually get better. I believe in his potential. So yeah, but today's match, or especially in first half, it wasn't really that good from Koundé. PK was very good, as I said in the tactical analysis, that he was really influential to make our plays, to make our attacks, because he was constantly switching the flanks, constantly finding those opportunities to progress the attacks, passing the ball here and there. It was really good from PK. I am really happy from him. Defensively wise, I think there was a little bit of problem from him, but other than that, it was still a good performance from him. I feel like it was still a good performance. He was really influential for the attacks. I'm really glad about his performance. Sergio Busquets was another very good one. I think Sergio Busquets was also good. Like, he had a good performance. He was sometimes having problems against Calvin Phillips, but most of the times he was really able to overcome Calvin Phillips, and it was really good. And he was once again doing his best, changing the tempo, decreasing the tempo, as usual. Frenkie de Jong, I think Frenkie de Jong was good in terms of pressing, which Barcelona were doing really good, as like Manchester City. Frenkie de Jong was a very good part of it. Frenkie de Jong was able to regain possession multiple times. However, there was some times where he was getting dispossessed, and it was in dangerous places. It was in dangerous places. I feel like Manchester City really did well in terms of locking down our players. They had almost 2 to 3 players for each one of our players on ball. Like, if Frenkie de Jong was on the ball, like Ruben Diaz, Calvert Phillips, and I guess Lewis would just come and jump on him. So it was really difficult for him to go through. But yeah, I think Frenkie de Jong, other than dispossession and stuff, regaining wise, he did really good. I think first half it was good. It was all right from Frenkie de Jong. Fran Torres was very good. I'm very happy about him. The way how he was, pressing again, once again, really good. He wasn't that involved, I know, but the times when he got onto the ball, he really was trying to do something. So Fran Torres as well was very good. I feel like he did a good job today. Rafinha, I feel like he's okay. Rafinha was all right. I didn't see that much amazingness from Rafinha, but he was good. It's a fair game from him, but it's not like that Rafinha that I would be like, oh my god, this guy is the god or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay. It's okay performance from Rafinha in my opinion. Next, of course, Fran Torres. All right game again. I think his runs and stuff that he was trying to make, it was good, but I don't think so he's that suitable as that box-to-box player. I don't know. It didn't work today, and especially with the defense like Manchester City have, with the midfield that they have, I feel like it wouldn't work anyways. And mostly of some chemistry issues as well. With Jordi Alba, there was one good attack which I think it happened towards the end of the first half, which unfortunately got broken up. There was Fernando was okay. It was I think he should stick to being that more of a width player, and then switching up towards inverted, instead of doing inverted and then as a width left winger. I think probably it'll be better. Aubameyang was okay. He scored the goal, nice, really good. But playmaking wise, not the best. I remember there was a counter attack for Barcelona where Rafinha was making a very good run. One good long ball from Aubameyang would actually result in a goal, or a very good chance at least. But he just messed up that pass so badly. So once again, passing, not the best. But other than that, he scored the goal, so it's okay. But after that, of course, Barcelona ended the half with the score as 1-0. Now, of course, let's start off the second half as well. And there was many changes, or actually one change that happened in the second half was, of course, Fran Torres for Ansu Fati. Ansu Fati came on for Fran Torres. And this half as it started was absolutely incredible. The way Barcelona were getting dominated by Manchester City, even though they had the kickoff, They lose the possession. Manchester City go on the attack. And my goodness, I think it was Kevin De Bruyne whose shot was saved by Inaki Peña. He did so many saves. Like, there was like 3-4 saves by Peña. Oh my God, that was a very scary start for Barcelona. But what a performance! What a way to outdo himself. Like in first half, like I said, Inaki Peña wasn't the best in terms of ball distribution, I think. But in terms of being like that goalkeeper, if you want to have someone to depend upon who can save, Inaki Peña is definitely up there. The way he saved those shots, it was brilliant from him. And as the half progressed, Barcelona were again being into the game. Manchester City are actually having more of the game in this match, because as Barcelona were having possession, their pressing style changed a lot. Like, you could literally see someone like Ruben Dias, who's a centre back for Manchester City, just go all the way up to mark someone like Fran Torres. Their strategy was like to regain possession from Barcelona early. So as they regain the possession early, they will be able to start the attack and of course do whatever they, good attacks and stuff. It was really amazing from Manchester City, the way how they changed the pressing style and stuff. It was really good. Of course, subs came on, and as the match progressed, the main subs, the big boys for Manchester City as well as Barcelona were coming in. Well, Barcelona, I won't say big boys, but mostly Manchester City, like Kevin De Bruyne, Gundogan, Rodri, Cancelo, Stones. Like, they were almost their A team, if not completely their A team. So they bought the big boys, and as KDB came, he was causing problems for Barcelona. I feel like Barcelona, still they definitely need to do a lot in terms of handling KDB, and KDB throughout the match was really causing problems for Barcelona. But nonetheless, I feel like Barcelona was still doing all right. Well, they were doing all right until they of course conceded a goal, and that goal just came on as KDB came on. KDB linking up really well on the right hand side, and of course it was a really good goal from Manchester City. So yeah, of course the score became 1-1, and you would expect that from this insane Manchester City side. But of course, that does not mean that we did not stop as well. Like, we stopped. We actually moved on. And there was a very good chance. Of course, there was one sub, like, for Barcelona. There were so many subs. I cannot even mention all of them. But one sub, of course, or two subs that came on. Pablo Gavi and Memphis Depay. Memphis Depay, in the second half, of course, there was a very big blunder from KDB where he passed inside the box. Gavi, with amazing pressing, got the ball away. And then Memphis got to the ball. Memphis was trying to get away from the keeper. The keeper messed up. Frenkie de Jong came inside and, of course, shot it inside, got the goal. And that made it into 2-1. It was, yeah, I mean, fair play. Frenkie de Jong getting his goal. And Frenkie de Jong throughout the whole game, not only first half, second half as well, was very influential, very good. It was very enjoyable to watch him. And, of course, that comparisons that were going on, like Bernardo Silva versus Frenkie de Jong, which was happening. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't want to say anything much. Bernardo Silva, he's an amazing player, no doubt about that. But Frenkie de Jong really, really did well today. And just shows, Barcelona just keep him, because he's really a fantastic player. And, of course, got the goal as well for us to make it 2-1. But, well, how things cannot stay, intact itself. So, as more subs came on, Barcelona had Balde coming in for Jordi Alba, Eric Garcia also came on, and Andreas Christensen came towards the end, so not about him. But yeah, there was another goal conceded by Barcelona, and this was again, Riyad Mahrez was on the ball, and I think in this Balde should have been positionally aware. He should have tried marking Riyad Mahrez instead of going towards central. I think he should have man-marked Riyad Mahrez. Unfortunately, Mahrez had the space. Cancelo made the run on the right side, gave the ball to Palmer, and Palmer this time hits it in and gets the goal for Manchester City, making it 2-2. It was a really fantastic goal, by the way. It was a very good goal, like a goal like you would see maybe out of FIFA or something. So, yeah, unfortunate defending, but you know what? That we couldn't do much about it. So, yeah, with that, Manchester City made the score 2-2. And, well, the game was getting crazier and crazier and crazier as, of course, we went for our third goal as well, which fair props to Eric Garcia. What a pass to Sergio Roberto. Fair props to Sergio Roberto as well, because the way how he crossed it inside really nicely to Memphis Depay, and very big props, of course, to Memphis Depay to shoot that in. That was a really good finish as well. Brilliant from those three guys. Like, as I said, Roberto was so good today. There was also a moment which I know many of you guys might have already seen, like that, you know, that PTSD of back in the days, like Barcelona, you know, against Real Madrid, that 3-2 win with that Messi celebration, the way how Roberto made that run with that tight space in, I think that was around the first half actually. So, you know, Roberto was really good, man. Roberto was amazing. Like, he's really good. Then, of course, Eric Garcia, what a pass he gave. You know, Eric Garcia, he had a little bit of stumblings here and there, but what a pass and the decision to switch the flanks was really good from Garcia. And yeah, with that, it was, of course, 3-2 for Barcelona, going too good. And then there was a scare that happened around the end of the second half, where Christensen and Mbete, if I'm not wrong, I think that's his name, Luke Mbete, crashed into each other, and there was a stoppage of around like 8 to 9 minutes, and then Mbete was taken to hospital. I think, you know, it's just like avalanche. So yeah, I hope speedy recovery to Mbete, of course, because it was definitely a scare, like the way the match was stopped and he wasn't even responding, and it was quite scary. But speedy recovery, and of course all the best wishes to Mbete. But Haaland, you know, of course, came on during the time at the second half, and as he came on, well, we got some controversy. That penalty, oh my god, I don't even want to talk about that penalty. That was a perfect dive. Even I literally, as I saw, I was like, you know what, that's a dive. That's not going to be a penalty, surely, right? And of course, they make it the penalty. Like, oh my god, they made the penalty. Mahrez scored and made it 3-3 just like that. The way we get robbed by a penalty. Actually, Manchester City played good, to be honest. Especially second half, they played really good. So fair props to them also. But come on, man. That was not the way that we wanted to lose, man. But it is what it is. It was 3-3 for Barcelona. But of course, some players that were outstanding for Barcelona in second half. Some of the subs, like Gavi. Gavi was superb. The way he was pressing, the way he was passing the ball around, making the progressive attacks and stuff. It was really good from Gavi. Gavi was brilliant. Memphis Depay, of course, scored the goal, and the way he was making his runs, his touches were also good. Really good game from Memphis Depay. Balde as well was very good. Like, defensively wise, I think he definitely could have improved, especially, you know, for that second goal. If he could have marked Mahrez out, that would have been really good. But you know, but in terms of attacking wise, he was good. Like, you know, he was making those runs. He was linking up well with, you know, Ansu. Ansu also came on. Ansu was kind of silent in this game, but well, he linked up with, like, you know, other players and stuff. It was good from Balde. Eric Garcia was really good, of course, with that godly pass that he gave to Roberto. That was brilliant. And Christensen came on. Well, he didn't get much time actually, so I can't really say much about him. But yeah, these were the some subs that played really good. And of course, Barcelona ended the charity match with the score as 3-3. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this long review. It definitely has been a longer review than it usually does, but you know, there's so much to analyze, and the fact that I could have analyzed even much more. But you know what, I'll just end this over here, and of course, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And if you guys did enjoy it, of course, like, share, subscribe, and yeah, as always, Forza Barca, Visca Barca, and peace.